The Portland Coaster bus service weaves its way around Weymouth town centre from the King's statue. On the way towards Portland and Portlandville, the bus takes a more diverse route via the train station before rejoining the main road at Wyke Regis. The Portland Coaster itself uses very old Volvo B7TL Alexander ALX 400 open-top buses that used to be seen doing open-top bus routes all over southwest England, right into the depth of Cornwall. However, newer open-top buses are now being used on some routes. Here we are coming up to the Jubilee Clock Tower. Here we'll branch off the main road towards Wareham and Poole and we'll go past the railway station. Weymouth railway station has recently had a small refurbishment in the form of the station car park being rebuilt. However, everything else remains intact. You can find regular train services operated by South Western Railway towards Southampton and London Waterloo, whilst Great Western Railway operates an uneven and extremely limited service towards Yeovil, Castle Carey, Westbury and Bristol. Here we are going past the First Bus Weymouth bus depot, which is managed by the First Wessex sector of First Bus. As it is a Sunday, many buses are currently stabled in the depot. However, on weekdays there is regularly nothing in the depot and all the buses are on use. Here we can see the other Alexander ALX 400 open-top bus from Portlandville doing the one-way system around Weymouth town centre, going down one of the town centre's notorious high streets. With many stores across the country, Debenhams used to be one of the main shops for all things. However, since the bankruptcy of Debenhams and the final closures, it is now The Range, with TK Maxx still being the shop next door. Since 1597, the Victorian Weymouth Town Bridge has linked the south part of Weymouth with Melcombe Regis and the Lodmore Country Park, as it is known as nowadays. Although in 1597 the bridge was stable, in the 1930s the mechanical clockwork part of the bridge became useful and allowed more larger vessels to cross the River Wye. We are now entering the small suburb or village of White Regis. Although it's classified as a village, it is a southern suburb of the much larger place of Weymouth. It is located on the north shore of Portland Harbour and on the southeast end of the world-famous Chesil Beach. The island of Portland used to be a full island with no road connections, with the only transport links being ferries. Currently though, there is a small causeway linking the main town of Weymouth and the small village of White Regis with the island, with the main town on the island being Southwell. We are now entering Fortuneswell, which is known for its glamorous views and beautiful high street. Although we are not in the most glamorous section of the village, with this part being mainly full of industrial units and factories. The other villages and towns located on the island are Easton, Weston, Southwell and Grove, with the first three we'll be travelling through. The village of Fortuneswell itself first began and was found in 1608 when the Romans decided to build the town around the various ponds and lakes that were already settled here. Just after World War II in 1949, it was clear that Fortuneswell had had a lot of beatings and that the small, untucked Roman houses needed a small upgrade. So, new houses were built all across Fortuneswell to help the various populations of Portland. Southwell is a small village located on Top Hill on the Isle of Portland. Just like the rest of Portland's large villages and towns, such as Fortuneswell, the population in Southwell grew massively. In the various years gone by, we have seen many wars, including World War II and the Cold War. Southwell has played a massive part in all of these wars. Within World War II, new batteries, including the C battery, were built at the small World War II site located in between here and Portland Bill. As well as this, Russians have always spied on us Brits, but for some reason they loved Portland so much that they decided to have an underwater submarine located around the island. Underwater machinery was built in this part of Portland, and the submarine was found. It had been discovered that it had been there since the 1950s. However, the submarine was taken out of service in 1961. Portland Bill is the most southern tip of the Portland Island and is where land meets ocean. And this is where our bus will be ending its journey today. The Alexander ALX 400s came in 2 batches. The first batch was Dennis Trident's version, featuring the same body and chassis work, only with Dennis engines, whilst the later version, which is what we're riding on now, featured the Volvo B7TL engine, which was commonly used on Wright Eclipse Gemini double-decker buses. Portland Bill itself is a large strip of land on the southern tip of Portland itself, with a small lighthouse and museum located just by the coach park.